Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Amy's Artistic Galore, and in this video I'm going to be discussing how art has helped me through the years and my mental health, okay? And in this video I would like to clarify, I'm not a mental health professional, but if you are struggling, then I highly suggest you see someone and never be ashamed. First, let's talk about my coping mechanisms, you could say. So what helps me calm down, ease my stress, and just everything melts away. It makes me feel better within a few minutes, or if I feel overstimulated and just if there's too much anxiety going on. Music has helped me tremendously with my anxiety or whenever I am stressed out, in which I have noise canceling headphones. I will link them down in the description box below, so feel free to check them out and maybe they just might be for you. I do drawings for you in my sketchbook and I do them for myself too. It has helped me a lot over the years, especially as I've gotten better because I feel more confident, and it can help your mental health if you're struggling, or it can help with your stress, your anxiety. There have been studies shown that it can help with a lot of things, and also just as much as music. Now, I do color, and while you guys haven't seen my coloring book that I have, it wouldn't be YouTube friendly. I'm just gonna say it's a bit graphic, so it's not something that I would make a video about or I would show you these are the coloring pages that I have, but I do like to color in the coloring book, and markers, they can help some people, they can be boring to some people. For me, I like markers better than crayons and colored pencils. I feel like they get more of the I feel like you can enjoy whatever you're coloring, if it's on a sketchbook or if it's in a coloring book, whatever it is you're coloring with a marker, I feel like you maybe can enjoy it faster. For me, I enjoy my coloring a lot more if I'm using markers instead of colored pencils or crayons. And then there's digital art. So I do digital art for myself and for you guys. I can do digital art for up to 3 hours and lose track of time because that's how much I enjoy digital art. And it's also helped me throughout the, I guess, past few months, because while I've not been very good at blending and whatever, okay, it's whatever to me. And I've been good at some things here and there, and I've also gotten better at coloring, which either way, I enjoy doing digital art for you guys and for myself. It's very therapeutic to me. So at its core, when it comes to any form of art, whether it's editing a photo that I took a few months ago or a few years ago, and if I'm ordering it for someone, I find that very therapeutic, and everyone has their own type of therapy. I find digital art therapeutic because it involves coloring and it involves pencils, and you can sketch on an iPad or even a phone. And then there's coloring with markers, crayons, or colored pencils. But again, I like markers a lot more. It's just, I favor them a lot way. And then there's pencils. I like mechanical pencils. They're much more easier and enjoyable to draw with when I'm doing a sketchbook for you guys and drawing. And if you guys are comfortable sharing your experiences of what helps you calm down, I would love to hear it. Or if you guys want any more tips, then maybe you might be able to learn something from this video and give it a try. Doesn't hurt. I personally think one of the biggest things that has helped me just all throughout my life, and that goes back all the way to maybe even high school and into adulthood. Yeah, let's go with that. From all the way to high school and adulthood. I've had toxic people in my life. I'm not going to say who, obviously. Privacy, I find that very, very important if I haven't made that clear in some of my videos. But when you have toxic people in your life, in some cases, they can make you feel like you're the problem, and that can affect your mental health. It can make you feel gloomy. At least it made me feel not depressed, but it made me feel very self-conscious, and it made me feel very upset and confused. And take that with a grain of salt. So if you think that can affect your mental health, or if it doesn't, that's your opinion, and that's fine. It is wild, and in a good way, that once you cut out toxic people from your life, whether it's in high school or in adulthood, any time of your life, once you cut those toxic people out of your life, you can feel so much better. It is unbelievable. And you might think that, oh, well, I might miss them because they were my friend and they were really good to me for 3 years or even a year. Cutting out people, I'm just going to say it is very much worth it. Toxic people, not good people. Keep good people, keep your good friends close to you. Oh my God. So I didn't mention this, but it's a cooling gel pack that you can put on your neck or your arm or whatever part of your body. I like the feel of it, the little gel shapes, balls, whatever. I like the feel of it. It feels very calming when I'm overstimulated, in which that doesn't have anything to do with mental health, I don't think. But when I'm feeling very stressed out, so I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, it just feels very soothing to me if I'm stressed, if I'm upset about something even. I like doing this. I don't know why, if it's one of these things, of almost all things I like doing. I don't know if enough people know this or not, but I learned this just a few years ago, actually, and it almost feels embarrassing. But the brain and the gut is connected, and you might be thinking, well, that doesn't have anything to do with mental health. How is that related? Why are you talking about it in this video? I'm talking about it in this video because what you eat, what you drink is very important. And that's not to say that live on a very strict diet, eat all fruits and veggies. No, that's not what I'm saying. So foods and drinks can affect your gut health, which the gut and the brain, of how they're connected, it can affect your mind too. It's, how could I put it? I can give an example. Say that at one point you're just tired of eating a lot of fruits and vegetables because you were on a diet, and maybe it wasn't even a diet. Maybe you just wanted to try out something new and you went out to a different route. You could decide to eat a lot of sugary foods that are complex carbohydrates, or eat a lot of fried foods, ultra-processed or processed meals, which in some countries there's little to no processed foods, which, oh my God, that's just amazing. In America, there's a lot of ultra processed foods and processed foods. So a lot of the foods also can be sugary and complex carbohydrates, and that's one of the reasons why I find it very hard to find of what's good for you and what's bad for you. So if you indulge, what I'm trying to get at is that if you indulge in a lot of caffeine, a lot of alcohol, a lot of sugary foods, complex, ultra processed foods, or just processed foods, if you just eat those foods, then it will affect not only your gut but your mind. And if you don't believe me, okay, all right, that's perfectly fine. And I'm not telling you how to eat, okay? You can eat however you want. I have been there before, not knowing or just not really caring in the world of whatever food I was eating. And I have a good metabolism, so it didn't really show that it wasn't obvious that I was eating a lot of bad foods to the people around me. But I decided to go a different turn because it started to affect my mental health. So I just started eating more low carbohydrate foods, which I started to feel a lot better, and that's why I'm still on a low carbohydrate diet to this day, is not only because my autonomic dysfunction, POTS syndrome, if you don't know, but also focusing on my gut health has been one of the biggest things that I've been focusing on kind of in an obsessive way. Don't know if that's good, but yeah. So gut health is very important because it can affect you very easily, very quickly. I hope I didn't make this too serious for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. But before I do, I also want to leave it on more of a brighter note, so it's just not possibly too confusing. Focusing on yourself, your needs, of whether it's your mental health or anything as simple as your oh my god okay I don't I'm gonna have to fix that. Anyway, focusing on yourself, whether it's something as simple as your hair care or your skin care, clothes wise, whatever you want to focus on, if it's something basic, you can make it into a goal, and so you just might feel better about yourself. But this could sound really sappy, but it's good to love yourself. And that is all for now. Bye.